Yeah, I'm just gonna just jump right into this because this has been going on way too long. It's been I think 2 years of this right now, so I'm not even gonna mess around with this. This is very serious. I believe that this has a lot to do with covering up. These people, doctors, scientists, the government, they've been trying to get at us humans for a very very long time, and we got to fight this on all sides. We really do. Woo! Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Sam B right here with the Tune Up Show. So look, right, we're gonna jump right into this Damar Hamlin thing. Of course, it's all over. I'm speaking from a present tense right now. Uh, he's alive, thank God. He's responding, his family, everybody, and I'm glad. I'm very glad to hear that. I mean, that was some scary ish right there that we all witnessed last Monday on the Monday Night Football game. Um, a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers I saw all this week, and I wanted to say something last week, but some told me to just wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, and exactly what I did. And I think that I found the two stories um, immediately right after Damar Hamlin. Okay, immediately. Oh, not I would say immediately. I would say days after uh, Damar Hamlin mysterious collapse on the field. Uh, who was it? A young MMA fighter. Okay, Victoria Lee, dead at 18. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this. I'm gonna read this article. Of course, it's from Infowars, so I already know people are going to say, "Well, that's Infowars, and Alex Jones has already been proven to be a charlatan and all." Like, well, actually, he hasn't. They haven't proven anything. So, if you're the type of person that just that, like I said, headline readers, fanboys, triggered people that are easily triggered by um, alt right propaganda, which is not true. Maybe you might want to avert your eyes and avert your ears from this because this is not for you, obviously. But I'm the type of person where I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to seek out the truth, no matter where I find it, because this is happening all over. And the biggest question is, okay, if it's not from the jab, right? If it's not from the jab, uh, one other YouTuber I follow, he says the Fauci ouchie or whatever. If it's not from that, then where is it from? I'm asking because see, we already know that we are dealing with GMO food, GMO food that they're just making up in laboratories and just feeding to us. I mean, they're basically making they're basically telling us that they can feed us stir fried shit, and as long as it tastes like honey barbecue, we will eat it. And you know what? I'm convinced. Yes, I believe that they can cook us up in the labs, stir fried shit, and as long as it tastes like honey barbecue, hickory honey smoked barbecue, we will eat it. Because that's how devitalized this society is. That's how dumbed down we are. We have no problem believing some guy in a white lab coat and he can throw some regular science jargon at us and we just eat it right up without second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth guessing it or anything. So I'm just here to bring the news. I'm here to say this. Hard speculation. This deserves all the speculation in the world. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this article. MMA rising star Victoria Lee dead at 18. Lee's sister Angela Lee, also a professional MMA fighter and one championship atom weight title holder, made the announcement Saturday on Instagram. She has gone too soon, and our family has been completely devastated since then. Angela wrote, "We miss her more than anything in this world. Our family will never be the same. Life will never be the same. Victoria was the most beautiful soul who ever lived. She was the best little sister in the world." Before her death on December 26th, okay, well, that was before. Okay, that was beforehand. Now it's just coming out now. Okay, so it was December 26th, so it was before, what you call it? Sorry about that. It was before Damar Hamlin. Well, just days before, okay? So either way, same thing. Let's see what happens. Held a 3-0 record in one championship, Southeast Asia's biggest fighting promotion, and was scheduled to fight again on January 14th. That's probably why they brought it back up, because she was supposed to fight again very soon. Lee's cause of his death is being kept confidential by her family, but it's worth noting that in recent months, hundreds of athletes have dropped dead or collapsed on the field, possibly due to negative effects from the COVID vaccine. In 2021, one championship boss, Shatri Sitiodan, ordered all of the fighters on the roster to take the jab. Now, that's telling, right? That's telling, right? Ordered all fighters on the roster to take the jab. So, could that included her? Is she dead now because of a negative side effect from the from the jab, the Fauci ouchie? Because see, a lot of this stuff is going to be held confidential. It wouldn't. I can hard speculate. That there's going to be a lot of insurance checks being passed under the table. I can hard speculate that there's going to be a lot of closed door, lights off meetings. Okay, I can hard speculate that, these people are trying their hardest to cover up whatever happened to Damar Hamlin. Because whatever happened to Damar Hamlin, it happened to him on that field. I have reason to believe that he died on that field. I honestly believe he died on that field. 10 minutes of CPR? No. That man was dead on that field. It took them 10 minutes to revive him, and I think once they got a slight pulse, that's when they put him in the hospital. That's when they put him on an ambulance. Because let me tell you something: if they didn't get some kind of pulse out of him, whether it was a very, very low, slow pulse, they had to get something out of him before they got him on that ambulance. So look, this is all I'm saying, people. Read with your mind and not with your heart. What does your mind? What does your instincts tell you? Because see, we got a lot of people out here that like to play God. They like to play Christian for a day and say, well, you can't judge. You can't judge. Well, you know what? Actually, you can judge. Because especially if it's people out here that's trying to kill you, i.e. the government, i.e. the U.S. government, i.e. the Chinese government. They're on record to say that this shot was was still in test phases when they were telling people to get it, encouraging people to get it, telling people, oh, if you get this, you get a free whatever. You get a free marijuana joint, or you get a free burger from McDonald's, or you get a free Happy Meal, whatever. However they were spinning it, okay, they were enticing people to get this jab, to get this shot for the past, I would say now, the past 2 years. Okay? So you mean to tell me out of all the million, and trust me, it was millions of people that went and got this shot, that went and got this jab. Millions of people. So you mean to tell me, out of all these millions of people, it couldn't have been these young, in shape, athletic athletes all around the world? You don't think they went and got it? It was available all over the world. And just like we read, with Victoria Lee, the person that runs the that MMA category that she was in, he told all of them that they had to get it. So, if you don't believe that, believe the news. All right?
1776 testosterone boost. Unbelievable.
And this is from InfoWars as well.
These are already bestsellers.
Skip
we
this.
have a player down on the court. We'll try to
Let's go right into it.
Johnson taken out on a stretcher and rushed to local Tallahassee Memorial Hospital.
Leading cardiologist says cluster of collapses in footballers likely to be just a coincidence, a terrible coincidence at that, but just a coincidence. Yes, just a coincidence.
One of their high school football players died.
17-year-old Everest Romney got his vaccine shot, and that is when doctors found out he had 2 blood clots inside his brain.
Doctors baffled after 16-year-old football player and wrestler suffers a stroke and blood clot in his brain. 17-year-old high school student dies suddenly after suffering critical medical emergency during flag football game. 16-year-old high school football player collapses and dies after suffering medical emergency during practice. Family and doctors are baffled by the sudden and unexplained death of a 16-year-old Stanford high school football player.
Buffalo Bills safety DeMar Hamlin in critical condition after collapsing on the field during the game. He was administered CPR before being taken away in an ambulance.
12-year-old Jason Kidd collapsed during warm-ups at basketball practice. He died a short time later.
A South Carolina high school football player has died after collapsing at football practice.
Isaiah Turner died yesterday following a, quote, sudden catastrophic medical event.
17-year-old Philip Laster Jr. collapsed while practicing football on Monday.
A 16-year-old student from West Catholic Preparatory High School collapsed while warming up for a scrimmage in Chester County.
2 young athletes, the latest to die suddenly. Prominent cardiologists tie alarming trend to COVID shots.
The hardest thing was I let him get that shot.
COVID vaccines are now available for children.
Wow. So there you have it. You get now spin that. Spin that. Because let me tell you something. You can call me skeptical. You can call me whatever you want. Just say what I'm saying ain't too far out there. You heard it yourself from the news. And if you don't believe me, you don't want to believe the news, then that just makes me think that you are a fanboy, a fangirl, or you just somebody that just in it for a check. Because see, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that just in it, they just want to get that Google check. And they don't want to, they don't want to stir up any bad waters. So I ask this, Google. I ask anybody who feels though they have to just totally dismiss all this stuff about the vaccines, and they just no, it's not that. It's not that. I wish people just thought like whatever. Well, then what is it? Since you're a doctor, what is it then? Because see, I already know YouTube. Well, I don't know if YouTube is going to try to take this off. But ask yourself this: what if that was your sister? Your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your mom, your dad, brother, sister. What if it was someone in your family? What was your closest friend? Or just somebody you knew that you knew, that you had knowledge that this person took. Now you know this person to be like in great shape, never any health problems, nothing at all, nothing. I mean, a walking supplement if you must. All of a sudden he or she gets the jab. Then weeks later, they get all these health problems come out of nowhere simultaneously. And then they collapse and die due to blood clots or whatever medical term they're going to keep pushing at us. Wouldn't you want an investigation? Wouldn't you want to know something? Or all it takes to shut your mouth is a check with a few zeros on it. Like I said, that's all I got to say. Y'all make up your own. Y'all say what y'all want to say. Do what y'all want to do. There is a conspiracy because the only reason why there's a conspiracy is because there is an agenda in play. That's the only reason why there is a conspiracy. You can't have a conspiracy. You can't have a conspiracy without an agenda, and there is an agenda. You know why? Because look at this. Look at this crap. Look what they're pushing on the kids.
5 years and older. And the more people who get them, the better we're going to be able to help stop the spread of COVID.
That's sick. That's sick. Now that was Dr. What's his name? Gupma or something? Goopa? Yeah, sounds like a damn Super Mario enemy. Goomba. I mean, I'm not coming at his name or whatever, but it's just daunting, man. It's real daunting, honestly. It's really scary how they will push this on kids, man. They'll push it right on kids, bro.
I want you to remember 2 words.
And
InfoWars.
I can't find it, so I just never mind it for right now. But you get the picture. All right, they're pushing on Sesame Street. They got Big Bird over there crying or whatever. And you know, these people are so freaking evil. That's just the whole main thing. They're so evil that they will push this type of emotional, this manufactured emotional response on little kids that can't even, that barely, the age span of kids that watches Sesame Street, they can't even fathom that emotional response that they're trying to have these characters, these creatures on Sesame Street produce, and that's evil. But you know what? They're allowed to get away with this because they're so-called fighting for what they want to fight for, right? Well, look, I'm not talking about this anymore. If you agree with what I say, leave it in the comments. If you don't, whatever, it really doesn't matter because look, I got my information. I know in my mind, all right, and in my heart that there is definitely something going on around here. It may not be because of the COVID shots, but I have a strong, innate feeling that yes, I think a lot of these collapse, at least probably 99.9% of them are because of these shots. Because it's too close to home. And everything, it's the same thing. Player collapsed, he dies. She collapsed, he died. I mean, what does it have to take? It has to be nuclear, I'm guessing. Okay? People are going to start dying by the truckloads for people to wake up, I see. Because, see, that's what's going to end up happening. Okay? I'm telling you right now, it's going to take, I'm pretty sure it's going to take a nuclear event for this world to truly, truly wake up, man. But that's the show. I'm out of here. Peace.